Alright, welcome back to the channel. To my 16 subscribers, thank you. In today's video, the point of working on the car was simply to replace the pulley. Pulley's the wrong size. It's just too wide, as you can see. And a ripped belt. So for the front belt, pulley wrong size, back belt, rip belt. That's how the day started, and what I ended up discovering actually ended up blowing my mind. So the repair started normal. Started with the pulley that's the wrong size. Luckily, in this case, it is the tensioner pulley as well, so it kind of felt like a 2-in-1. Get it cleaned up a little bit. Once we got it nice and clean for all the new hardware, got to get the hardware ready. It looks like it came with a new tension bolt, which is a must, and then the pulley holder there, and all the little washers, I guess I would call them. So yeah, the first couple washers go in there. Then I might as well put the tensioner bolt on there. It really holds everything in place. So for when I do put the correct pulley on there. Alright, and then the final washer that goes on the outside, I'm pretty sure that just protects the bearings from all the weather. And then the final nut. So that nut actually is a tensioner lock as well. So once the big bolt is tightened to where you want it, that last nut that I'm messing with right there, that's what locks it in place as well. So before we put on the new belt, as you can see right here, the old belt on the front wrong pulley was really being scraped, so I blamed a lot of the noise for that. Alright, before I can put the new belt on the front one, gotta work on the back belt. The reason I'm replacing this one is for the rip, as you guys saw earlier. Once I actually got the new belt on there, that's when things started getting a little bit out of hand. I feel like I have to move it this way even more. Oh well, so I probably got the wrong belt the last time. The same way because they gave me the wrong pulley. So since I already untensioned it to the point where I was able to remove the old belt, I assumed I can just put the new belt right back on without any adjustments. The adjustments I had to do on the tensioner were very drastic, as you can see right here. And this is where it starts to hit me. The belt I had before was the wrong size. So there I'm just explaining how much I had to move it, because the tensioner was actually all the way closed, and now look at all that room I had. The tensioner last time was like maxed out, and here, look at all the room we have. I can't believe we had the wrong belt this whole time. The reason this blows my mind a lot is because 10 years ago when this was done, it was me who did it. I did it. Somehow, I had just gotten the car. I wasn't sure about the engine sizes or anything. So when I went in there, I just told them what car I had, the belts, and the pulley that I needed. They gave me both wrong things. Pulley, obviously, you can visually tell it was wrong. Back then, I don't know why. I just did not care. It worked. Went with it. And now I actually do remember dealing with that back tensioner for that back belt. I was wondering, why did I have to move it so much all the way to the end? Makes sense now. So while I install the shroud, I can take this opportunity to talk about what did happen 10 years ago. You would have thought that me realizing, putting the wrong pulley on there and realizing that the tensioner was completely out of whack, that I probably got the wrong parts. But back then, I was way more immature than I am now. And all I wanted to do was just go on a drive with my friends. So once I saw the car running and it was going, I did not want to deal with everything all over again at the time. I just ended up driving like that for a while. A lot of things happened between then and now. And I'm just glad I'm going through it now with more calm eyes and more patience. So that way I'm able to really dial everything down on this car because it truly doesn't owe me anything, and I owe everything to it. It's really got me to a lot of places in the past 10 years like that. Now to put the shroud in right here, I just have to move all these vacuum hoses and the big coolant hose there too. The shroud does come in multiple pieces. I've been able to deal with it, keeping it into two different pieces. It's just barely enough for the fan to fit. So once you have it in there, that's when you have to put the rest of that piece of shroud underneath the fan, and then it'll clip on the big shroud itself. Because there's two clicks. There's two clicks on this side, and then on the bottom there's like this equal, and that pig has to go into this one, and then it can clip in. So you gotta get the bottom first. And there we go. First startup. New belt, new pulley. Definitely sounds way better. No more crazy squeaks. Old red. Let's go. And then yeah, a few days later my alternator ended up going out. So once I got that delivered, got to do everything all over again. Luckily a little bit more faster and efficient. I'll see what I can record off of that one. But yeah, that'll be the next project now, because car's technically dead in the water until I get this thing installed in there. I did make sure I bought a brand new one, beefed up, just because of everything else that I'm trying and I am running in the car. It's honestly been a couple days now, ever since I found this out and got it fixed. And I still cannot, I'm still surprised and I'm so happy. It just feels so good to have the right piece finally in there. If you made it this far, thank you. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.